Is it worth the upgrade over the last year's OnePlus One? Or is it really worth the hype? Or is it really a flagship killer 2016? We're gonna find all these questions over the course of this video. Welcome back to the Tech Taza, and my name is Supreme Sunny, and this is my full review of the OnePlus 2. So last year's OnePlus One was awesome, impact killer specs, and it competes with a lot of the flagships that were pretty much overpriced compared to the OnePlus One. I personally quite happy with the OnePlus 2. So starting off with the design and the build quality, we were really impressed with the design of the OnePlus One last year and was looking forward for the OnePlus 2 design philosophy. And we have to admit that we are mighty impressed with the design and build of the OnePlus 2. And this time around, there are few physical changes made by the OnePlus. The first and instantly noticeable is the physical touch button at the bottom, which act as a fingerprint sensor and home button. Another one is the alert slider, which is basically a silent switch as we saw on Apple devices. But unlike the silent switch from Apple, it has three profiles to it: all notification, no notification, and priority notification. In priority notification, you will able to get notification from the contact which are there in your favorite. And the last but not at least is the aluminum magnesium alloy and stainless steel accent over the plasticky sandstone shell, which gives a premium look and feel when you hold it in hands. At the bottom of the device we have nice looking cutout for the speaker grills, but the only one is the speaker and other being microphone. That's really sad, and they are not stereo speaker, so thumbs down. In between there is another new entry is the USB type C, which means you can put it in either ways, but missed out on a fast charging. Moving towards the right, there is a power button and volume rocker. On top, 3.5 mm jack and secondary microphone for noise cancellation. On top to the front, we have speaker grill and bunch of sensors and 5MP autofocus camera, which is followed by a 5.5-inch 1080p IPS LCD display. Sits on top of fingerprint sensor and two capacitive buttons for going back and switching in between the apps. Again here you can swap between these two capacitive buttons and can also turn on-screen navigation button, a feature similar to the Cyanogen OS. On back there is a new and much improved camera module which is slightly shifted towards the center with laser autofocus similar the one is seen in LG G4. A 13MP sensor with 1.3 micron pixel lens and 2.0 f aperture can shoot 4K videos with optical image stabilization. When we first received an OTA update, we could not see a flash on off button in camera interface. That was fixed in the next OTA update, but still there was another lag in shutter speed that carries till the next update, which is the Oxygen OS 2.2.0. The issue is now being sorted and there is no lag whatsoever. Another major change in the aesthetic of the device is the removable back panel. Underneath the back cover, there is a non-removable 3300 mAh battery and dual SIM tray, which allows you to insert two 4G enabled nano SIMs. Unlike the 2014 flagship killer, this time around company managed to launch 4 different types of swap covers, that is bamboo, apricot, rosewood and Kevlar. We use bamboo and Kevlar swap covers but find the phone becomes heavy and bulky after using those swap cover. So we prefer using a default sandstone cover, and if you want really customization then the custom screens are the best option. Under the hood we have 64-bit Qualcomm Snapdragon 810, which is clocked at 1.8 GHz octa-core CPU with Adreno 430 GPU, 4 GB of LPDDR4 RAM and 64 GB of internal storage, and as usual there is no microSD card slot. Coming to the user interface, Last year's OnePlus One comes with Cyanogen OS, but this year's OnePlus comes with company's own made Oxygen OS, which is pretty close to the stock Android experience with few tweaks. The first being the shelf, which is the replacement for the Google Now, and look very clean too. I personally hardly use Google Now, but I find quite useful things in so-called shelf. You can add custom images to the headers as well as you can quickly jump to the frequently used apps and contacts. You can also add widgets. The UI is very smooth and responsive. There is no lag whatsoever. But the one which annoyed me a lot is the home button. When you press the home button, say suppose in menu or in any app, it takes couple of seconds to go to the home, but when you enable on-screen button, the on-screen button did not lag. One of the major things which attracts me a lot towards the OnePlus 2 is the ability to read the fingers, much like the iPhone and Galaxy S series. Company claimed that the fingerprint sensors on OnePlus 2 is the fastest in the market. A fingerprint sensor works flawlessly well. In fact, it is quick at a time, but as well as unresponsive at times, but not the every time, which is quite understandable as the software at its early stages. You can add up to 5 different fingers. Last but not at least is the battery life of the device. These days everybody seems to worry about the battery life of the devices. Everyone wants a bigger battery and the OnePlus 2 doesn't disappoint here. The device comes with a massive 33 mAh battery, but the question still remains whether the OnePlus 2 lasts long a day or not. Up to certain extent, yes it will, but provided a moderate usage and lesser time on a data connection. With data connection on all the time, it is hard to get full day usage on a single charge. And for that, you always need to carry that bold looking USB Type-C cable. One of the major concerns while charging this massive battery is the amount of time it took to get fully charged. It took me 2 hours 40 minutes to be precise to get fully charged. So we feel it is the worthy upgrade over the OnePlus One considering the design and the build performance, better display, better camera and fingerprint sensor. Talking about the hype which is created by the OnePlus, which is fair enough as the company marketing its product as they don't do extensive media advertisement. Lack of NFC, lack of quick charging, which is generally included in all the major flagship phones this year. So calling it as a flagship killer 2016, it is a very bold statement to be made. In fact, it is not even a flagship killer 2015. So overall, we think OnePlus 2 is a very good package considering the feature it gives for 25,000 bucks. So guys, that's it from this video. If you have any questions or queries, do leave them in the comment section below and make sure you subscribe to us. Catch us on Facebook, Twitter and Google+. It's been Supreme Sunny. Thank you guys. Thanks for watching. Cheers.